Good afternoon. An interview setup. Give it a minute for people to join us and for my guests to arrive. Got on winter clothes. It is a dreary afternoon. My people had a nap. Yay for me. We watched Rudy on TV, and that's always an uplift to your spirits. And I've got a full week ahead. And so what I thought that I would do this winter is feature a client who became a friend or a friend who became a client of mine on Sunday afternoons. It's a time when most of us are around, and it is a time when we're thinking about resetting for the week ahead. And so that's what I plan to bring. My name is Ellen. You may not know. I take for granted that as I have shared my journey of my health pretty publicly over the last 5 years, that everybody knows that there was a time when I was healthy and then not. And then I made a decision that it was time to make myself a priority again. So that's a little bit of my story. I did partner with one of my closest friends whom I trusted, who said, I can help you. We can figure out what's causing so much stress and emotional mismanagement in your life, and we can give you a good reset. And I thought, oh, I'll be your first failure, and there's no way it'll work for me. But I was so wrong. So it's been 5 years, and I partnered with her. She told me what to do. She told me how simple it would be. She shared with me the 4 commitments that it would require for me to work with her. And I thought, okay, I trust her. I don't want to let her down. Those were the 2 things I had in my mind. And why not? I'll give it a go. So it looks like she's coming. She's connecting. Here she comes. So that was kind of my story and how I got started. I did release a bunch of unwanted weight in a really quick amount of time. She was absolutely right that it worked for me. And she said, Ellen, you're going to inspire people. And I thought, that's ridiculous. I can't inspire people. But what I learned is that our stories do have great value. Our stories, though they may seem insignificant to ourselves, are exactly what show people what's possible for them. And so I'm really thankful that the courage I took to be able to pay the gift forward has inspired folks. So the friend that I'm inviting here right now, it looks like it's trying to work. She is here. Awesome!
I
She,
figured it out. I pushed all the right buttons.
you did it. She also has an amazing story, and you can tell with her fun face that this is going to be a really exciting interview. Well, Miss Amy, may I introduce you?
Sure.
It's your debut.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is my friend Amy. We met on social media. That is officially how we met. And one day I was at the tire and oil change place. I mean, where every mom loves to go. The odor of rubber tires, we were in this season in our country of wearing a mask on our faces. And Amy came up behind me and she said, oh my gosh, I know who you are. Little beknownst to me, she was looking for some hope in her life, and we had become friends, and that's kind of how I believe this story began. So Amy, tell everybody 3 things about where you were before we partnered together. Like, where were you in your health before we linked arms?
Oh gosh, it's hard to remember, but before I found you, I had 2 kids, and we life just keeps going on, and as you keep caring for other people, you take care of yourself less and less, as is the case often. And so I had gained a lot of weight and just trying to care for everybody else and not doing that for myself.
Yeah.
So I had just gotten way up to like my second baby pregnancy weight and was just hanging out up there for a long time.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? Were you really proud of yourself and feeling really confident, or?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really, because you don't realize how long it's been since you've taken care of yourself or done, how often do you shower and how often are you doing all those things and getting your hair cut and all the things as a mom and as a parent to take care of yourself. And so those things just fall by the wayside. And so I just started giving and becoming more and more empty in my energy, in my heart, in my mind. And I needed something to reset me so that I could give to everybody else.
Gosh, that's so good. Thank you for doing this. I know you had to borrow some courage. But what I just heard you say is that the work that I helped you to do, because you did the work, was not only about getting to a healthy BMI, was it? No. I heard you say self-care. I heard you say that you were empty. I heard you say that just the daily, day-to-day tasks had become very hard to do, right? So we did partner together, and you have had an amazing transformation. But tell me real quickly before we go to that, what are some thoughts in your head that kept you from getting started sooner? Because it wasn't immediate that you said, yes, sign me up.
Right. I think I talked to you and then I waited 6 months because I was a chicken. Because it's new and I had tried all of the things, like all the things. And I had some success, but it never lasted. And I think just fear of trying something new. How do you do? I don't know this program. Like what exactly do I have to do? What am I going to have to give up? And how hard is it going to be? And what does it feel like? I think a lot of the fear was, I don't know what that looks like and what that feels like to be in a different weight. And because you get used to that protective coating of your fat suit on is what I call it. And then the way it comes off, you get to rediscover who you are under all that.
I love that. So I remember we hopped on the call and I said, so if we go into the future and you have not failed and you have been successful and you've reached your goals, what things are you able to do now? And I remember you saying, I'll be able to chase my boys and they won't be able to keep up with me. So tell us about how busy life is for you. Like, what are all the things you have going on?
Right. Well, we ventured into homeschooling, so I'm a full-time homeschooling mom, and that's a lot. And I have 2 boys that are 8 and 10, and chickens and dogs, and now we have 2 new puppies. So it's a lot, but the full life, as most people do, you're doing all the things, and then teaching all the time is a huge undertaking, which is wonderful, but it's another thing. So it can be, if I allow it to be overwhelming, it can. And so the program has really, and you have helped me so much to really look at setting myself up for success every day. And what do I need to do and the choices that I'm making so that I can serve myself and others through it.
Okay, so tell us about your success on this program that we have. What have you accomplished and created in your life?
Oh my gosh. I lost 43 pounds and it just feels amazing. I remember the day I called you and I lost the 43 and I went running with the boys and we were racing and I just flew across the yard and I was like, this is so weird and awesome at the same time. Like I don't feel like all the fluff following me after I run and all of the things.
Yeah. You said my butt is not there anymore.
It is not there. It's not jiggling when I run anymore. And it's not my legs. That was a huge thing for me. It was like inflammation in my legs hurt so much before program. And then afterwards, now I can run with them and we love to move and go because boys just need to move. And so you got to be there for it. And I want to be there for that. So, and I can now. Right. They still kick my butt, but I try.
Yeah. So I remember when my coach told me that Ellen, you're going to be able to get back in the driver's seat and you're going to lose the weight. And then she said this phrase, so that ... And I was like, what does she mean by that? She says, well, you're going to be saved from one thing for the purpose of another. So what does life look like now as you offer the gift of health to people you love and care about?
What does life look like now? I just enjoy helping people feel better. because I didn't know. The biggest thing for me was I didn't know my body could feel this good. You just get used to feeling tired all the time. You just get used to not getting sleep. You just get used to mediocrity, and you just settle in because you think that's all this is my body is now, and this is what I'm doing. And now I have what I call it my skinny girl energy. Like I have energy all the time, and even throughout that afternoon slump I used to have, I don't have that anymore, and that's just weird and awesome at the same time.
Can you explain that? Why is it physically, medically, that you think you don't have a slump in the afternoon anymore?
Because I'm not eating junk. I'm not eating highly processed foods. I'm not eating sugar. Sugar was a big thing for me, and I think I was probably addicted to sugar. And it's in so many foods that we don't realize, and how much you're actually taking in. And all the things just add up. And with kids, you know, you eat little bites off their plate, or you eat the this and the that, or just one piece of candy, or this or that. And it just was so much inflammation in my body. It just, I didn't know what I didn't know about what I, right?
Yeah. So what would you say it was like to work with me as your coach? What did that look like? What surprised you? How did I challenge you? Just tell the good, bad, and the ugly.
Oh, there's no bad and ugly. There's only good. There's only good. So I didn't know what a health coach was. So when I called you and then we started working together, I think having you, and you're so good at it, to be the support, because you just, when you're trying something new, we check in, and I get to ask you the questions and say, how does this work and how is that? And just to have that support, I think having you there to support and having what I needed along the way was huge difference. And the community that comes with the program makes a huge difference. And I didn't think, oh, it's not going to really make it. It's huge.
It's enormous.
Huge.
Yeah. Because, you know, for those of you watching that may not know what we do, we have 3 phases of our program. And the first one is getting someone to a healthy BMI. And if that's not your goal, we can work with that too. But most of us have at least 5 to 10 pounds of extra weight that we'd rather not have around the midsection, right? Most of us don't quite have the energy, or aren't quite sleeping well enough. Maybe don't know what it looks like to eat a balanced diet all the time. But that second phase of our program is how to integrate more and more and more grocery store food in, and then how to optimize beyond that. So would you say that because you're now sharing the program with other people, you're further along on your journey than you would have been if maybe you'd just lost the 43 and we had stopped there?
Of course. Yeah, of course, because I didn't realize that I needed the accountability and someone to check in on me, and in a positive, uplifting way. How are you doing? How's this? And working and being in a community of other coaches, you need to surround yourself with people that are doing the same thing, the like-minded people. Yeah. Because, you know, we're influenced by who we're around all the time, and that matters. So when you're doing something new and trying to do this and change your whole life, you just need support along the way. And so choosing to learn to be a coach, and how much I've grown and help people, it has made sure that I'm on my journey.
It's so,
do you know?
True. Yep. We call it like insurance. Amy, I'm just so darn proud of you, and I wanted to brag on you and to just, you know, show people that this is not impossible, right? I see that you're wearing that shirt that we went shopping together.
Oh.
And you that was the first time you had tried on clothes that fit your body in your weight loss, right? And I was like, no, you need to try this on. It's a small. You were like, I can't, no. And then you came to life. You were like, well, give me another one. Bring me some leather pants, right? Your new body. So my last question is, do you feel like you still see in the mirror your old self, or have you grown into, this is me, I am a healthy person?
I think it took time, but yes, I look in the mirror and see it. I am a healthy person, and this is me now. It was a big transition once I lost the weight to figure out, okay, there's me. Who is that person now? I'm not a person, as you've encouraged me, I'm not a person that sits on the couch and eats out of the bag of chips anymore. I'm not a person that eats straight out of the ice cream carton anymore. I have other habits, and I have better ones and sustainable ones, and I feel so much better. And so
Amazing.
now I can say that and
Amazing.
with confidence.
Yep. So just to wrap up, thank you. I'm proud of you. You inspire me. And we would be so thankful for those of you watching if you would share with people in your life or even share with yourself. Health is not, I was telling someone the other day who's not quite ready to join us, and that's okay. Health is not something that is a luxury. There's going to come a time when all of us are going to say, gosh, I wish I had invested in myself a little bit more, right? Few of us will probably say, I wish I'd spent more time sabotaging my health. We never regret the exercise we do. We never regret the bath that we take in the evening to decompress, right? We never regret a walk that we take in the sunshine. So, we have to pour into ourselves so that we can, out of that, so that we can pour into others. So, Amy, are you taking new clients?
Yes, I am.
And what would you like them to know?
Oh, gosh. Don't wait. Don't let fear lie to you and tell you that you can't do it. You have so much support through it, and it's easier than you think. And I know you did as well. I lost the weight without exercise because I couldn't. My legs hurt so bad. I couldn't do it, and now I can. So there are options to help you through it. And it's just I wouldn't put myself out there. I know you wouldn't either if we didn't believe in the program, because we've done it, and
absolutely,
it's just it's so great. Don't wait to do it.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody for joining us on a Sunday afternoon. Have a great week on purpose.
Bye.
Bye, Amy. Love you.
Bye.